And we are live. Hello, my friend. This is Nzube, and welcome to another episode of the USA Playbook Podcast, where we hear stories of how other international students got scholarships, visas, and even US jobs. This is the podcast that saves you time as an international student. So, joining me today is Rabiu, a business analyst at LexisNexis Risk Solutions. You're welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you. Thank you for joining. And I'm really happy I could get the opportunity to interview an undergrad, someone that came into the US through the whole undergraduate experience. And you're the first, actually. I really hope it's going to be the first of many, because I receive a lot of questions concerning how do I get undergraduate scholarships and all, and having someone that has gone through that share their story with us is really enlightening, and I look forward to the awesome conversation today.
Definitely, me too.
So to get things started, please, can you introduce yourself to us, your name, which country you're originally from, what you are currently doing, and which state you are located at the moment?
Okay. Well, my name is Rabiu Oyindamola Rabiu. I am currently a business analyst for LexisNexis Risk Solution, and that is located in Alpharetta. I live in Georgia. Yeah.
Okay, which country are you originally from?
Oh, Nigeria, definitely. I'm Yoruba,
Okay,
so you can tell
you're
from the name
also,
Oyindamola.
oh, nice, nice. There are several people that watch from different countries: Uganda,
Mhm.
Ghana, Pakistan.
Mm,
So, it's beautiful to have you here. All
thank
right,
you.
so let's backtrack all the way back to Nigeria. Let's go back all the way to Nigeria. What was the highest degree that you got before leaving Nigeria? Was it only secondary school, high school certificates? Do you do A level? Were there other things that you did?
Yes, definitely. So after my secondary school, I decided to go into a foundational year program called
Okay.
NCUK. I did this for 9 months. So I would say
You say
maybe mid,
NCUK.
yes.
Okay, so can you
So
tell us much more about the program?
yes. So this program at that time we well I decided to join it because they had international affiliation with UK universities,
Okay,
United Kingdom. And I know you're probably asking, okay, if United Kingdom, why am I here? We'll get into that. But
I'll get there.
they
Yes.
they had affiliations with multiple universities around the world, so UK, US, and I took a foundational year program there. I was able to use the results and also the connection and apply to different places, different universities. And one of the schools that I applied to was actually um, SUNY Oswego, and I was able to go over there.
Okay, so this program NCUK,
Yes, sir.
I guess it's an acronym for something. Is
Yes.
they handle it in Nigeria?
hmm Yes, they
Okay.
do handle it in Nigeria. Ideally, the program is supposed to be in the United Kingdom, but with the right training, they have some other schools or other, I'll say maybe I won't say college, but they have like places where you can go there and they're NCUK certified locations and you can take your program there.
Okay, so it's a physical program. It's not online.
Yeah, it is a physical program.
Okay, okay, for 9 months. All right. Okay, that's nice. And with the certificate, you can then apply to universities in UK and several other countries.
Yes, sir.
All right. Okay. 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 That's nice. All right. So apart from this, what other were there other things you did after your high school, secondary school?
Yes. I think those were the main ones that allowed me to apply to university. So I didn't really do much, I'll say.
Okay. Did you have any relevant work experience?
No, I came here just at the age of 18 straight.
Oh, 18. Wow. Straight out of high school and out of the program. All right. So, what ignited your interest in studying abroad?
I'll say the opportunities. Studying abroad, I've had time to research while I was back home in Nigeria, and then
Okay.
seeing how the opportunities were presented to students over there. I read a lot about how long it would take for you to be a doctor, what you need to study, how much you would even potentially make. So just doing my research, I was like, okay, I know that this is the best place for me to go to make that opportunity a
Okay.
reality, I'll say. So just that hunger for you know, for growth.
Hunger for growth. I love it. I love it a lot. I want to show this NCUK so that people see what you're referencing. This is the website, right? NCUK.
Hmm.
Okay, beautiful. So for everyone watching, you want to come over to the US to study undergraduates. This is what Rabiu did, and they have affiliations in different countries. Um, Obviously, Nigeria, where you took it, yeah, in more than 40 countries worldwide. So this is the website ncuk.ac.uk, and then from here you can now travel to several other countries afterwards. All right, thank you. Okay, so you said the opportunities was what led you to be interested in studying in the US and even studying abroad. Okay, so when you were done with the NCUK program, what are the different countries you then applied to, and like how many schools did you apply to?
I'll say about three schools.
Okay.
Yeah. And two were in United Kingdom and one was here. So University or Kingston University, Manchester, University of Manchester,
Hmm.
and finally SUNY State University of New York at Oswego.
Okay. Okay. So two UK universities and one US university, and did the three of them admit you?
Yes. So I got, it's actually funny. I applied for pharmacy at the University of Manchester and I got
Oh
admitted
wow.
to that. Yeah, I wasn't really sure what direction I was planning to go into. And
Okay.
then I also applied for pharmacy in the University of Kingston University, and I was also able to get admission there. But for seniors, we go. I decided to go a different route. Because the education system is not straightforward, where you can find maybe there was no pharmacy available in seniors Rigo. They had like interesting majors.
Hmm.
A degree in chemistry, or you want to get your degree in biology, is all available there. So I was like, oh, what subject did I like growing up? What subject did I find easy? I decided to go with mathematics because it was the, I'll say the major I felt comfortable where I could get a high major, I mean a high degree,
Okay.
and use that to go to pharmacy school if necessary. But
Okay.
that was
So your UK plan was pharmacy. Your US plan was mathematics.
yeah,
Okay, mathematics that will ultimately lead to pharmacy.
yeah. So do some extra classes, take organic chem 1, chem 2, take
Okay.
physics, and then use that to apply to pharmacy school over here. But
Okay. Okay. Nice.
that
So
didn't go as planned.
what was your profile like as at the time you were applying to these schools? So yes, you had the certificate, NCUK certificate, but then were they like other things? Did you write SAT, ACT? Were there other things that
So I think
um
when me the certification was good. They did grade us on each class we took in the program. I think I took maths, English, and chemistry, I would say yes. And I believe I got two A's and I mean three A's and one B. So I also had my wife results help me with the application too. I was
okay.
able to send that out to them. and my transcript from school too I was able to use that.
So your transcript from secondary school.
Yeah.
Oh wow, I didn't know that secondary schools had transcript. I just thought it
So
was
my
a university thing.
yeah, mine was able to give not like a full transcript, but just like your last, last
Yeah.
what do you call it? Yeah.
Okay. Okay. That was good. Um. Okay. So you applied to these three schools. What was your experience like applying? Did you pay application fees for them? Were they all free? Like, what was your experience like applying? Was the application process difficult? What were the things that you? How did you apply, basically?
So with NCUK, what they was able to do, or what I was able to do was that we don't necessarily have to pay because the program, since it's a partner university, once we graduate and we finish, we can then send our results out to those schools, meaning we're expressing interest, we want to apply and considered for what do you call it, admission. So I didn't have to pay for the two of them, I'll say, which is Kingston and Manchester, University of Manchester. But with SUNY Oswego, I believe I did pay application fee at that time,
Okay.
an application
Okay.
fee.
And this was several years ago because
Yeah,
undergraduates, that was like 4 years now, right? So it's been like several years ago.
yeah, yeah,
Okay.
6 years, I'll say.
So what made you to pick US over the two UK admissions that you got?
It was a random decision too, because ideally I was not even supposed to go to United States. I was supposed to
Well,
go to school in the UK. So just the scholarship that I got from SUNY Oswego, it made my option like easier, me choosing them because, obviously you wanted to save as much money as possible for
right.
your schooling. So just that monetary aspect, it's as simple as that.
Okay, so SUNY Oswego. This is the State University of New York, Oswego. Free applications extended. So if you're watching this, you're in luck. Why? Because you can apply for free. So Rabiu, you said you paid at the time when you were applying for this a couple of years ago, but now at the time we are having this, it's free and it's been extended to November 17th. So 2 Sundays from now,
Hmm.
it's not going to be free again, and then you have to pay for it. So apply SUNY Oswego free of charge. So if you're watching this, please capitalize on this. Undergraduate students apply for free. Surprisingly, even graduate students apply for free. That's surprising. So everyone that is watching this, I believe we all fall into one of these two categories. So you've seen a university here where you can apply free of charge. All right. So let's continue our conversation and now delve into the scholarship. So you got these three admissions, two from the UK, one from US, and you decided to go with the one of US because of the scholarship that you got. So can you tell us more about the scholarship?
Yeah, so this scholarship was awarded to me based on I'll say my credentials or my results from schools that I attended. So NCUK contributed to that. Also, my high school results, WAEC results contributed to that. So that scholarship, I believe, was about $9,000 per year.
Okay.
So that was basically them covering part of my tuition every semester. So that definitely helped a lot. And yeah, just going for
Okay. So
it.
there's this first year online merit scholarships,
Yeah.
presidential level free tuition, meal scholarship, go Oswego. So which of these ones did you get?
So I went, I think I got the Go Oswego. Yeah, the
Okay.
Destination Oswego scholarship.
Okay.
That was the one I was a recipient of.
And this was covering your tuition or a part of your tuition?
A part of my tuition. So my tuition at that time should have been, I think, 12 a semester. So
Okay.
it was covering, I would say, half of that, maybe 1,000, no, $4,500 was covering my tuition. So I had to pay maybe 6K.
Okay. 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 So that's significant. 12,000 scholarship was providing 4, 5, let's say 5,000.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So was this the only scholarship that you got?
Yes, that was the only one I got. And you can actually get multiple. I met some students that actually did have more than one scholarship that they were on. So
Okay.
you can apply to as many as you want. You just have to see, as long as you fit the criteria to apply.
Yes, and there are very great scholarships here, like see this presidential level
Mhm.
free tuition plus. There's also this one, 100%, 50% free tuition, different scholarships, and I think they come with different benefits.
Mhm.
They come with different benefits. So for everyone watching, this is State University of New York, Oswego. That's the name of the university, State University of New York, Oswego. I just click on this. This is the homepage. I would type out the link and display so that you can see it. State University of New York, Oswego. This is their homepage. Feel free to apply. Yes, feel free to apply. All right. So you've gotten this admission, you've gotten scholarship as well, and you decided, okay, we're going to come to the US. Now let's talk about your visa interview experience.
Yeah.
Your visa interview experience. So how did it go? How was the experience? Which of the embassies did you do it in? What kind of questions were you asked?
Okay. I did mine in the Lagos location,
Okay.
and I remember the day of the interview actually happened to be my birthday that month.
Wow.
So August, yeah. So it made the conversation
Nice.
easier, I would say. But I think a lot of times when you
How did
go,
you make it easier? Did you let them know that it was your birthday? How did you make
and
it
I think
easier?
they could see the date. So it was that kind of
Okay.
like, there was this friendliness with me, I would say. But
Oh, nice.
not without me having to, like, answer the questions. Obviously, they have their job to do and questions to ask. So I remember I treated that interview like a conversation. That's one
Mm.
mistake I see people do. They go there and they forget that it's just going to be questions that they would want you to answer. So you treat it as a conversation, as a discussion. So, they ask me this, why am I going there? I give them my reason, and then I keep it short and simple. They ask me another, question. So, I mean, in my own experience, that's what I did, and that's what helped me. So, just treating it like a conversation in general. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I am curious to know the kind of questions you were asked
Yes.
actually, because I don't really come across a lot of approved undergraduate visa interviews. So I'm just curious to know what questions you were asked, as much as you can remember. I know it was a couple of years ago.
Yes. So, I know definitely one that they definitely asked me was, what are your plans after? What do you plan to do?
Okay.
And they definitely asked me, why are you going there? Which is typical, like they want to know the reason. They asked, do you have any other siblings that are outside studying? Have you ever traveled to this country? Where else have you traveled to? Questions that I think relates towards that direction. I can't remember everything exactly.
Okay. Okay. And at this time, had you traveled outside Nigeria before?
Yes, I had.
Okay. 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 So a couple of those things came together to help to bump up you have the ability to have traveled and then you came back. So if you give you this opportunity again, you'll still travel and return and all of that. Okay, that's nice. So you moved over to the US to start your undergrad. What year was this?
2018.
2018. Okay, you moved over, I started your undergraduate studies. So what were the culture shocks that you experienced?
It's a lot. That's a good question. Um, the weather, definitely. The weather. Uh,
Oh,
you know,
during the
from
winter, very
mhm,
cold.
coming from the northern side of Nigeria. I lived in Kaduna my whole life, I'll say. So just from that, hot to cold was a huge because I came during the fall too. So, you know, snow and like you need to make sure you have the right clothing to survive.
Yeah.
I was definitely taught a lesson in that. But yeah, the weather for one, I'll say also the, access to different cultures too. So, you know, I've only ever lived or seen Nigerian people most of my life. So when I moved, I had like different nationalities that I could interact with. So that was definitely a fun experience for me. But the culture shock would definitely be maybe people's direction or attitude towards certain things too. You know,
Okay.
that was it for me.
Yeah. Yeah. The weather was a big one for me as well. When I came into the US, I came into Ohio.
Oh yeah, it
And
snows there
yeah.
too, right? I think I have a friend
Yes.
that's six
Yes.
feet.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
It snows. Yes, it snows in Ohio, and during the winter in Celsius, because I guess a couple of people that are watching this would be in Celsius. Our weather could go as low as -10.
Wow.
-10, yes. So it gets really cold. Like when you're going out, it's only your eyes that are open. Yeah, every other
Yeah,
part
you
of
have
the body
to.
is fully covered, like because
I
it's
even
so
remember.
cold. Yeah.
I
So
remember with going to class too in the AMs, like morning.
okay.
Uh, you have to literally suit up, and then you can't even see where you're going. Like the the buildings is just white. You can't actually see the class or the building you're
Yeah.
going to. So yeah, the snowstorms and everything too was
Oh yeah.
surprisingly cool.
Sometimes they have snowstorms and they have to
Hmm.
cancel classes.
Fancy class, yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, it's just been a wonderful experiences. You have lived a kind of life from Nigeria, your home country, and then you move over here and you see, wow, the world is bigger than what you actually thought it was.
Definitely.
Okay. So your whole experience, your whole experience as an undergrad here in the US, will you say that it was worth it? How you did your major in mathematics? Do you wish you had done it in Nigeria? Because I think you might have also met people that did a major in mathematics. I did a major in mathematics.
Yeah.
So what's your thought on it?
I will start with saying it was definitely a great gamble. Having my major.
Your gamble.
It was. It definitely was. Because picking a major like mathematics opened me to a variety of options in the career aspect. So you could do so many things with it. Software engineering, provided you take the necessary courses or classes. Be a professor if that's what you want to go into, or teacher. And also you can go into the data analytics or even data engineering field. But definitely, I would say it was a great um, option or great idea for me to go for my major in mathematics.
Okay. So I asked one question, but you ended with a more important question actually, which is the major matters.
Yeah,
Yeah, the major that you choose matters. So if you're going to come to the US to do undergrad, it's different from someone that's coming for graduate studies.
hmm
So someone that's coming here for masters, for PhD, number one, we expect what you're going to study to be similar to your undergrad and or your work experience.
Yes, sir.
So that already gives you some constraints of the kind of courses that you can choose. But then if you're coming for undergrad, there's no like the world is your oyster. You can literally pick whichever major that you want to do. And so it's important you pick a major that has potential.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Exactly.
the major that will give you opportunities that has potential. And you chose mathematics. Although I know a lot of people would think that people that study math are only professors
Yeah,
and
that's
all.
the common notation.
But then there are several yes, there are a lot of options to choose from. And if you're watching this, you're an undergrad thinking of studying in the US. If you don't have a like clear path in the area of art, then the US really prioritizes STEM degrees.
Yes, sir.
Yes, so I will not say everyone should now do STEM because we still need the arts, we still need all those other areas. So, what does STEM mean? Science, technology, engineering, mathematics.
Yes, sir.
So, if you pick a course in any of these areas, there is most likely a future potential for you. Yes, the US prioritizes STEM courses a lot. So, that's just a thought to share. Wow. Had the whole experience, your whole undergrad, and then you finished. So I'm guessing that you finished like 2022 since you started 2018. So how was that like when you were done? What was the transition for you like getting a job
Um,
and so
so
forth?
with me, the transition on the let's say a year after I graduated, I was able to get my first professional job. So if I can give you actual numbers, it took me about 6 or maybe 5 months to land my first professional position.
Okay.
So it's like it wasn't easy, I'll say. You don't just graduate and then you have a job given to you straight up. I mean, you can, it's not that it's impossible. You just have to start early, I'll say, which was one of the
Yeah.
things, if you ask me, I needed to do, but I started late, was start building up my career from my very first year, start looking
Mm.
for any work experience I can get towards, boosting my work experience into the field I want to go into. So I could have done better in that, but I was able to land my first job after 6 months as a data analyst.
Congratulations and congratulations. We'll talk more about the whole OPT process too as well. But I just wanted to zero in on this point that you made on starting early.
Yeah.
Yes, the person that was here last week, Kende, he gave a quote, an African proverb which I've just never forgotten. That someone that goes to the lake early is the person that gets clean water.
Yes. So,
So yes, you mentioned something about early, being early, um, building your profile early, thinking about what you want to do early, and
yeah.
taking steps and actions towards that.
Hmm.
Yeah. So as you were doing your undergrad, there were several opportunities that you had, like internships in the summer, that you had to use to build up your profile. If from day one you knew that okay, I want to be a data analyst, I want to be a data scientist, you can
I'll
now
be
start using all
looking
your
forward.
internships to be getting those kind of positions that would build your profile.
Yes, sir. Hmm.
Yes. So now this job that you got, it's OPT, right?
Yeah.
Yes. So it's the undergraduate OPT. Is it the same as the ones that masters and PhD students get? What's the OPT structure like?
So from the limited I know, I believe they're the same from the undergraduate level to the graduates to the doctoral stage. All
Okay.
you just need is to apply, which means you need to be able to show proof that you've completed an education system. Um, you applied for your school, and there's different categories from what I know. There's the OPT you get, which is basically a year, and then there's certain benefits to being a STEM discipline.
Mm.
So those that are STEM disciplined, be it computer science, mathematics, biology, as long as your major falls under the STEM field, you can apply for a 2-year extension. So you can actually get 3 years. And ideally, what you want to do is structure yourself in which you get sponsored within within that time period for your OPT by a company. You get sponsored, and that leads you to get your H-1B. I'm going
Okay.
further, giving more information, but with your H-1B visa, then you I think you can get an extension in your H-1B. Then after
Yeah,
that,
you
the
can keep
next stage,
renewing it.
you can renew it, and then I believe the next step is then your green card. So it's a pathway, I'll say.
Okay. 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 Thank you. Thank you so much for sharing that, because these are things that you have to think about.
Yeah,
Like,
for
you're
sure.
an international student, you're about to get a job.
Do you want a
Like,
longer period of time? Do you want 3 years? Do you want one? Because I know if only STEM discipline gets OPT extension for that 3 years. So if
yes,
you're not STEM,
everybody just gets 1 year,
yeah,
and then STEM can now extend for 2 extra years.
yeah.
Yeah, so now make it the whole 3 years.
Mhm.
Yes. Okay, so how is the work life like as a business analyst?
Currently, yeah, it's a busy one. You adjust to it, I'll say. It's definitely one that's challenging, but also fun at the same time. You're learning different, aspects to what it means to be a business analyst. I started my career as a data analyst and transitioned into that field, which is why,
Okay.
my degree was also important. My degree allows me to step into different careers. But yeah, I call it sip into. Just, find the route or the way you want to go, and
Mm,
put yourself in a position to win. So my day to day is one that involves learning about stakeholder requirements, writing and documenting, and also presenting the idea to technology teams, working and troubleshooting the current tools that our company manages to also promote business success of the company. But ideally, it's analytics concentrated too, because when you look at analytics, you're basically looking for ways to present metrics to stakeholders. But in my
yeah.
case, I'm doing it differently, if that makes sense.
Thank you. Thank you for sharing your day today. And I'm very glad you said learning as part of your day to day, because it's one thing I've noticed about life in the US. You need to have that open mind.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. The adaptability, having that open mind, it's what will help you to get scholarships, is what will help you to do well in the program, is what will help you to get jobs after. Like, you just, all the things about this is how it's done, or this is how this person did it, or this is how I even did it in the past, does not necessarily mean that's what you do now that will work.
Hmm.
Yeah, so there's always that learning, always that growth, always that improvement that is happening as a result of being in the US and thriving in the US.
Yeah,
So congratulations for all
thank you.
the things that you've achieved so far, being able to do your undergrad here in the US, laying yourself a very good foundation, and now growing your career.
Hmm.
So what do you miss? What do you miss about Nigeria?
Uh, I'll say maybe family, um, aside family and friends, obviously, but just also to the culture, I would say. What it
Okay.
means to be back and experience, only certain things you can see in Nigeria. Yeah, even the food tastes different. You can get the food here, but It's a
It tastes
different culture.
different.
It's
Yeah,
it's
it
different
looks
for
the
you to eat it
same,
in
but it
Nigeria.
tastes
Yeah,
different.
exactly. To eat it in the weather of Nigeria, for example, maybe the the weather
Right.
too might be what I missed.
Okay. All right. Now, based on your experience so far, everything you've had to go through, the NCUK, the undergrad, you're getting a job, everything that you had to go through, would you recommend anyone that is watching us now to consider studying in the US?
Yes, I think the what do you call it? The opportunity, like I mentioned, you want to ask yourself an honest question. Where do you need to go that's, your career or, will give you the available opportunities to get into your career. So, in my opinion, USA is a good option. You can have other options too, like, UK, Canada. It's basically doing your research. Which location offers you the best opportunity to dive into your career and what benefits do that come with basically the career you're in. So I'll say if you want to have unlimited access to because like I'd say this is the land of opportunity, If you
Right.
want that and you're someone who's hungry, willing to learn, adaptable, definitely come here. You need to understand that there's no like you can do it all here, I'll say,
Hmm.
if you have a detailed plan. Now you need to have a plan. You're not gonna come here and be lucky without putting yourself in like a position to be lucky. You will need to know what you want, research on how you can get that. Ask questions, always ask questions. That's very important. You know,
Yeah.
people here that have, made it, they can offer you advice on how to, replicate that success too. So yeah, I think you should come here. You find it lovely, I'll say.
All right. So you guys have heard from Rabiu. Come to the US. And I'm echoing the same thing. Come to the US. The US is really a land of opportunities. There are so many, so many. The limit of what you can achieve here is the limit of your mind. Yes, there are so many opportunities here. But as he said, it will not fall on your laps. You will not just come here and, oh, wow, my dreams have come true. Everything, like, I just have everything I want. No, it won't happen like that. You still have to make a plan, have the goal that you want, research on how it's been achieved, how it will get done, and do the work required.
Hmm.
Yeah, do the work required. You had to, when you were doing the NCUK, you put in your best. And then you had those A's and the B that laid the foundation for you to now get multiple offers
Yes, sir.
in US and UK. Now you came to the US, putting your best in that degree that laid the foundation for you to now get jobs. So in whatever you're doing, you have to put in your best. And you mentioned that your WAEC results was one of the things that helped you in getting the admission in the first place.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so thank you so much. Thank you so much. It's really been a wonderful, wonderful session today. I just want us to go through the comments together.
Okay.
Let's see if there are a couple of questions. Okay, Constant is saying is here. We are greeting you, Constant Beats. Veronica, we're here again. Thank you for showing up. Aram says Ivory Coast is here. AFCON champions. Wonderful. Thank you for viewing in from Ivory Coast. Veronica is watching from Ghana. Thank you for joining us from Ghana. Daniel is watching from Togo. Thank you. Thank you. Much love to Togo, Ghana, Ivory Coast. Ancient One says, what's the US school name again? It is
The
State
state.
University of New York at Oswego. Let me share the homepage so that you can see the yeah. This is the university, State University of New York at Oswego. Here you go. Free applications till November 17th. in case you missed that, free application till November 17th, and the free applications is for both undergraduate students and graduate students. So, State University of New York, Oswego. All right. So, Veronica is asking, did you get a scholarship during your UK program?
I'll say after I completed it, and then I applied. I got it after I completed the UK program.
Okay. When you were done and you applied, that was when you got it. Okay. And the UK program is the NC UK program that you did in Nigeria.
Yes, sir. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So Veronica is also asking, Rabiu, what does your undergraduate scholarship entail? Were you just studying for free, or were you working as an assistant of some sort?
Yes, I was working to pay part of my tuition. I had jobs, different jobs actually, a variety of them. So when I came in, I worked in the dining hall, then I worked in also the library as a student assistant, and I was also teaching um, assistant or teaching tutor for multiple of classes. So just whatever I
Okay.
could do. Yeah.
Okay. So this was on campus employment. Was it conditional on your scholarship? So everybody that has a scholarship must do that work.
No, it wasn't.
Okay.
You don't
Because
have
that's
to
what
work.
he's trying to. That's what he's trying to ask here.
Yeah.
In the master's terrain is
Yeah,
different.
I understand. Yeah, you have to be a TA or a G. Yeah.
Yes. But for undergrads, okay. So it was
It was given
pre-money.
to me. Yeah.
And then okay, that's nice. I guess that's very clear. And then Priska says, wonderful session. Thank you. Veronica says, thank you, Rabiu, for sharing your journey and experience with us. Yes, thank you so much, Rabiu. It was a very, very, very wonderful session. So finally, I just want to ask for any final advice you have to anyone else who wants to study abroad on a scholarship like you.
Yes. I would say my advice is just putting yourself out there, like, asking for information from different people over like United States, seeing which school aligns with your career option, going the extra route just to get access to multiple of informations out there, connecting with LinkedIn, for example, connecting with professors too in LinkedIn. You just have to get access to information to see what scholarship is available or what tuition waivement is available out there. So making sure that you're having that like you're having that hunger to go outside to find information, not just online, but sourcing information from people. But also too, I would say when you come over here, just sticking to your plan, knowing that what you're here for. You don't want to deviate off the path, I'll say. So just keeping your mind grounded, setting a concrete plan, and going for it.
Thank you. Thank you so much. This was an awesome session. Thank you
Yes, sir.
for
Thank you for having me.
joining us today and sharing your story.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. So thank you so much, everyone, for joining today's episode of the US Playbook Podcast. Till we come your way again next week, keep pushing your dreams of living a better life. Remember that it's possible. It's possible. Your dreams are valid. It's possible. If you've not subscribed, please hit the subscribe button below so you can get notified whenever we're going live. And then I'll see you next week.